ShelbyKay here, and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you are new. For today's video, we are going to be talking about my 2021 goals. And this year I am doing goal setting a little bit different. So I'm going to talk about the strategy that I'm going to be using for setting my goals this year, and we'll see how well it works. So let's go ahead and jump right in. First of all, this is the little bullet journal I'm going to be using. It is a cute little journal that my boyfriend's mom got for me. It's a Libra journal, and it is from Take Note Classic Line Notebook. It's a personalized notebook. It's an Erin Condren brand notebook. It is a lined notebook, but that's totally okay. And I'm really excited to use this year. It is just so cute. It's got little Libra constellations on it, a moon, and then it says my name in it. And it's just really, really cute. So I'm really excited to be using this year. This year, as I said, I'm implementing a little bit different of a planning method this year. Because in previous years, I would always set like 5 or 6 goals for the year, and then by the end of the year, or by like the midway point of the year, things would change, my priorities would change, and I wouldn't achieve any of them. And so this year I'm kind of doing it a little bit differently. Instead of setting a bunch of goals for the entire year, I'm gonna set one major goal for each month, but they're all going to go within, there's Archer, they're all gonna go within an overarching theme. My theme for 2021 is going to be health, and that includes mental and physical health, but more on the physical health aspect. Last year was a lot about getting my mental health back in check, and this year is going to definitely be about getting my physical health in check, because I am not very healthy physically. I eat horrible. I don't work out hardly at all. So this year I really want to change my habits and get myself, you know, into kind of a good healthy routine. So that's kind of what the main focus of the year is. The overarching theme is just overall health. And so each month's goal is going to kind of go to that overarching theme, unless things change and something comes up. Maybe there'll be some months where it'll be something totally random, but that's totally okay. I'm gonna go by month, and that was kind of what I did before too, where I would set monthly goals, but again, I would set like 5 or 6 goals, and then the month would go and I wouldn't achieve any of them. So I think setting one major goal for each month is gonna be the way to go, and hopefully I can stick to it. So my main goal for January is going to be to establish a workout routine. I'm going to plan, not necessarily plan like specific days that I'm gonna work out, or plan like I'm gonna do this on this day, this on this day. What I've done is for January, I'm gonna go week by week. So kind of what I'm doing here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it says week 1, and then I put the date, and then I kind of go for the week. And what I've done is I've done workouts of the week, and I gave myself 3 workouts that I want to do that week. I'm not setting specific days. They're just 3 things that I want to do by the end of the week. And I'm starting myself really, really slow, because I did hurt my back again. So one, I don't want to I don't want to aggravate that any more than it already is, but also just because I am so out of shape. I always go way too hard when I start trying to get into working out, and I always overdo it, and I either get so sore I can barely move, or I end up making myself sick. And I don't want to do that this time. So I'm going to start very, very slow. So the workouts that I have planned for this next coming week is that I want to walk my dog. I want to do some sort of full body exercise, but it's going to be really easy, like, you know, not too hard stuff. I can't really do HIIT training right now, so it's going to be, you know, some simple stuff. And then I want to do some yoga. Hopefully I can do it. I am leaving on Thursday to go to LA. We're visiting my uncle. We're visiting my boyfriend's uncle for his birthday. And so we'll see if I get those done before Wednesday. It's currently Sunday when I'm filming this, but so I've always done a little bit of habit tracking, but the problem is I would always try to track my habits for a month, and a lot of times I just wouldn't keep up with it, and I would just have a half filled in tracker, and it was just really not aesthetically pleasing, and it just always kind of bothered me, because I'm like, well, I'm not actually tracking my habits. So again, I'm gonna do it on a weekly basis. So this week, the habits I want to track are I want to read, moving my body, drinking 32 ounces of water, and doing my morning routine. So that's kind of how I'm going to be planning my goals and doing my habit tracking. I think it's going to be a lot more attainable that way, just going by week and seeing what I can do every single week to kind of get to my more overarching goal for the month. And we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited to see if it works. And then the other thing that I wanted to share with you guys is my 21 and 2021 bucket list. I did a video on this last year and I didn't end up achieving like any of them because COVID hit and I had a lot of travel plans and things like that. So obviously that didn't happen. So this year I kind of focused it more on things that I know I could do. For the most part, there's a couple things on here that maybe I might not be able to do if, you know, the world doesn't get better. But these are some things that I can do from home or that I can just kind of do locally. Yeah, so I'm focusing more on attainable things this year. So the 21 things that I want to do in 2021. Number 1, go on a road trip, which I'm doing this weekend, so I'm going to be able to cross that off. Number 2, start a podcast. I talked about it a little bit last year, but I really want to start it this year. This year is going to be a lot of creating. Just kind of a side note, I want to start a podcast. I'm really hoping to get working on my book some more this year, and I really want to start streaming on Twitch because I really love video games and I just think it'd be fun to share that love of video games with people who want to watch. Anyway, side note. Number 3, I want to do a boudoir photo shoot. That's something I've really been interested in and I'm going to try to do one. Number 4, I want to make a new cosplay. I want to get into cosplay again so bad. I fell off of it for a while because I wasn't going to conventions. I was like, what's the point? But I want to do more cosplay stuff and I want to share it more on my social media. So that's going to be my excuse and I'm really excited. Go kayaking, go to the drive-in movie theater because I've never been to a drive-in movie theater that I can remember. I may have gone when I was a little kid, but I don't remember it. So I want to go as an adult. I think that would be really fun and a cute little date night for me and my boyfriend. I want to start an online store. I'm really hoping to do that this year, even if it's just an Etsy shop. I have some plans for maybe some planner things. I just have lots of little plans, so we'll see how that goes. I want to go to Nashville. I really want to go visit my sister this year. I had plans to go last year, but then money happened and COVID happened and everything was crazy. So I'm hoping things will calm down enough that I can go visit her. I want to read 4 books, which I know doesn't seem like a lot, but I don't want to push myself too much, so I want to read 4 books this year. I would like to write a book. I know this may seem a little bit big, but I would really like to finish my book this year and maybe work on getting it published. We'll see. I want to try a new restaurant because me and my boyfriend are very good at going to the same restaurants all the time, so I want to try a new restaurant. I want to go camping. I want to do a moon ritual. I would love to go back to pole dancing class depending on how things happen and if they kind of open back up. They are open right now, but I think it's like very limited, so we'll see how that goes. I want to go to Tahoe because I only went to Tahoe once last year and it's one of my favorite places in the world. I would love to travel somewhere new, even if it means just going somewhere like an hour away that I've never been before. That would be really exciting. I want to cook a new recipe. I want to go for an early morning run. I would love to go hiking. I want to make a new friend and I want to build a fort. Those are the 21 things I want to do in 2021. I feel like most of them are pretty attainable. Most of them are, you know, pretty good to do even if quarantine is still happening and COVID is still running rampant and, you know, those kinds of things. So that's kind of my bucket list for the year. Hopefully I can achieve most, if not all of these things. That's kind of the planning strategy that I am implementing for 2021. So if you guys want like a monthly series on what my goals are and, you know, how my last month went, that kind of thing, let me know down in the comments below. That's something I definitely would be interested in doing with you guys. And I think it would be fun and a good way for me to actually check in with my goals and see where I'm at. Also, let me know what are some ways you guys are planning this year. What are some of your goals? Because I'm curious to know. Be sure to check out my TikTok and my Instagram, which will be linked down below. If you're not already subscribed, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my future videos. As always, I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.